Hi, I'm here today with Gagan Biyani, the CEO co-founder of Sprig. Prior to Sprig, he was the co-founder of Udemy, an online education company, and a marketing advisor for Lyft. Gagan, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about Sprig?
Sure, thanks for having me, Jeff. Sprig is meals on demand, and basically the idea is that anytime, no matter where you are, you'll be able to order a delicious meal delivered to you within 15 to 25 minutes, ready to eat.
And when we made the seed investment, part of the reason why we liked you so much is that you had this expansive experience, running marketing at Udemy and Lyft. Can you tell us a little bit about how Sprig is similar or different in your marketing experience?
Sure, yeah. So for the last 5 years of my life, I've basically spent my time doing what some people call growth hacking, basically running marketing for various organizations and helping them grow their user base. And one of the big insights when we started Sprig was that while marketing is a talent that we have in the organization and have the ability to execute on, it's more important in the early days of a company to get product market fit right. And so at Sprig, we actually have done no marketing because we focused all of the effort of the company on getting the product so good that the product markets itself. And then we'll layer on marketing on top of that.
And so tell us a little bit about what makes that product so amazing. I've used it before and I tell all my friends about it, but the way I describe it is it's an unmatched consumer value prop. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Totally, yeah. So Sprig is really simple. For $10 right now, just for dinner, you can order a meal that is locally sourced, cooked by the former executive chef at Google. Delivered to your door, and it usually arrives in 15 to 25 minutes and arrives hot and ready to eat.
Wow.
So at its very core, the value proposition is completely, as you said, unmatched in the market. There's no other way you could get food that quickly. There's no way you could get this type of food for dinner unless you have a personal chef or you order well in advance. And it's at a price point that's really affordable. But on top of that, we've gone through painstaking detail on every level of the product to improve the customer experience. So our servers, our Sprig server team, which come and deliver the food to you, all wear branded uniforms, and they come in with a smile and deliver your food to make you feel happy. Then at the end of your meal, we provide you with a free chocolate truffle or mendiant that sort of delights you at the end of the meal, that makes you enjoy and have a dessert bite when you're done. And so I think at the end of the day, what we've done is we've taken every part of the consumer experience, we figured out how to really improve it and make it so that instead of just providing you with an unmatched experience, we're providing you with an experience that you rave about.
So you're telling me that you can get me a hot meal within 15 to 20 minutes. I can't get that anywhere. How is that possible for you guys?
Yeah, so it took us about 6 months to figure out exactly how to do this and to be able to deliver people food quickly, but that also is a high quality.
Yeah.
And so we spent a ton of time on culinary research, and what we actually do is we reverse engineered all of our foods so that it's easy to deliver quickly and also heat up very quickly. And so, for example, we are able to deliver steak at Sprig, which I think is really impressive. And one of the reasons we can do this is because we use vacuum sealed sous vide technology. It's a special type of food preparation technique that allows us to cook the steak evenly on the outside and the inside by using temperature controlled water baths. And so instead of cooking the steak in an oven or on a grill, we're actually cooking it in water, and so the temperature of the steak on the inside and the outside is exactly the same. So when we deliver you food, what we've done basically is we've gone through a tremendous amount of culinary research on things like chicken and turkey and pork and beef to figure out how to get food to you quickly that still withstands the delivery process.
You guys are mobile first and mobile only today, right? Can you talk a little bit about what are the decisions that led up to that?
I think that a lot of people view Sprig as the type of thing that you would normally order on the web, right? Think companies like Seamless and Grubhub are mostly web-based services, and mobile is sort of an afterthought. And one of the visions for Sprig, though, that makes it very different from ordering food from a Chinese restaurant is we want you to be able to use Sprig on a daily basis. And so that's all about eliminating friction, making it seem easy and simple and convenient. And mobile phone is really the most convenient thing out there. It's the most convenient device on which you can order food, and so we chose that as the main focus of Sprig. And we'll definitely have a web option eventually, but I think that mobile really is the only way to have that kind of convenience.
Can you expand a little bit on the habitual use case, how you guys change the menu on a day-to-day basis and things like that?
Totally, yeah. So at Sprig, we actually change the menu every day. We have 3 different options every night. So there's only 3 options, which is also one of the ways that we deliver quickly, is we have a small set of options that are all pre-made and sort of ready to be delivered when you order. And so because of this, we've basically reverse engineered the entire Sprig experience to be habitual, to be something that you can use on a daily basis. Whereas people are used to normally cooking food on a regular basis or getting food from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, our job is to provide you with a better option to replace those everyday tactics as opposed to providing you something that you can have on Friday nights once every 3 weeks.
And to the extent that you're comfortable, all of that amazing customer experience has led to some amazing growth, right? If you're comfortable sharing some metrics, that would be great for our users.
Sure, yeah. So it's only been about 3 months since we launched Sprig, and we're only in about half the city. We're only available 4 days a week. We're only available for dinner. So there's a lot of restrictions on Sprig that have...
It's a downer for me because I always want to order on the weekends.
Yeah, I do too, honestly. Friday through Sunday without Sprig is some sad nights. But at the end of the day, even with those restrictions, we are now delivering more meals in San Francisco than Domino's.
Wow.
We're actually the largest. I think that we're probably the largest delivery restaurant in San Francisco, although those numbers are hard to come by. But certainly we've grown to hundreds of meals and are growing at over 10 or 20% a week.
Wow.
And all of that growth is coming through word of mouth. We have no marketing. We've never given out a free meal for marketing purposes. We've not spent any money on paid acquisition. So I think one of the things that's amazing is we will grow even faster when we start doing marketing, which is really cool.
Yeah, that kind of leads me to quote unquote growth hacking. A lot of people think of it as like an overused term, but the reason why I think that it's become so popular in the Bay Area is that a lot of marketing actually just goes beyond just spending money on Google or Facebook or Twitter or other paid channels, but actually incorporating that into the product. Can you expand a little bit about what you think about what the next generation of marketing and growth hacking looks like?
Yeah, I mean, whether the term is the right term is kind of irrelevant. It represents a movement that is very real and that has fundamentally changed marketing for the better. Growth hacking is analytical marketing at its core. And what it means is that now with the advent of the web and the advent of more advanced tracking technology, we have the ability to track every click that a customer does on your website. We know every action, every eye movement. We can even figure out where you're visiting a website from, how many times a week you visit, and all this data. And what this data does is it transforms marketing from a purely brand-driven exercise, such as the old school advertising agencies and Mad Men, to a version of marketing that allows heavy data science and heavy analytical approach. And what that means is everything from when a customer comes to the website, what are the buttons that we can show them or the options that we can show them that are most likely to encourage them to sign up for the website and then become engaged users forever? Or what can we do from an acquisition perspective to optimize our acquisition across many channels at once without even having a human create all the ads? And I think growth hacking represents a real movement in marketing that has changed the way that we look at customer acquisition.